Hey, welcome to HL Mastery, and in this video, I'm going to show you what the Go High Level software is and why you need it in your business right now. Check it out. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to give you a full rundown, really through the high level page. We're going to start from the top, go to the bottom, and really what had sold me. I'm going to share a little bit of my experiences with you, really what's included in the high level software. So this is not going to be a whole behind the scenes how everything works, but ultimately what is from a 30,000 foot view, why is high level really so high above all the other competitors? So if you've gone out, you tried multiple softwares, if it's emails, calendars, whatever. The beautiful part about this, especially if you're an agency or you're just trying to take your business really to that next level, then this is a software that can help you do that. So we're going to start from the top. We're going to work our way down and we'll go from there. So this is the main high level site. Anyone can check it out. It's GOHIGHLEVEL.com. And it says, we help agencies and marketers thrive with our all-in-one sales and marketing platform. So in terms of what this is and what it is not. So it is definitely not like a social media posting tool, at least not right at the moment. However, this is something I believe down the line they actually will consider implementing into it, sort of like a Hootsuite, for example. But in the meantime, anything that has to do with the sales and marketing aspect is fully covered here in the high level platform. And as I go through that, I will share that with you. So initially this was designed for agency owners only. Since then, they have opened it up quite a bit, and especially because they just had massive, expansive growth, which has been awesome to see. But ideally, it was initially meant for agency owners that had a number of clientele. Probably most of these clients either didn't have any kind of system or any kind of software, or they do the super glue method where they'll take one for calendar, one for CRM, one for emails, and then try and connect all that stuff through like a Zapier, for instance, really to make all this stuff talk. So the beauty of this when they came out with it, as opposed to it just being a funnel software or just a calendar software or just an email software, everything's really under one roof, which is phenomenal. So now I don't have to bounce in between multiple accounts, remember multiple logins and pay multiple fees and, really increase my overhead. Now I can just have one tool, one system that I can go in. So when you come to the high level page, they have a little overview video.
High Level makes managing all of your business leads simple. You'll have access to our complete advanced analytics dashboard, tools that will allow you to automate your follow-up campaigns, built-in two-way texting so you can communicate effectively with your clients, customers, or prospects, as well as many other crucial tools for your business. If you're already a High Level member, all you need to do is click login and get started. If not, create your free account now and see how High Level can make managing your clients a breeze.
There you go. So a really brief 30-second demo and just quick explanation of what it can include. So let's go down a little bit further. So they do have a demo. This one's a bit longer, so it's about a 6-minute demo. Walks you through some of the back-end stuff. If you do want to see a full breakdown, actually I did a video that gives an entire high-level overview. I want to say it's about a 25 to 35-minute video, so it does take a little bit, but I do walk through every step in the process as far as what's included, how best to use it, so on and so forth. So if you've got general questions and you really want to see, okay, like the behind the scenes, how does all that work, what's available to me, that's an excellent video, so I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the link below. Probably somewhere on the screen, so you can just click on it and check that out too. So as far as the numbers go, apparently, like I said, they've been growing like crazy. They've got over 9,000 agencies so far in here. Cumulatively, I think between all those agencies, they've got over 500,000 businesses that are leveraging the software. They've been able to generate, I think, total as a company, over 620 million leads through all of their agencies, all of the businesses, and had 9.1 billion conversations. So they've had a few. So just the tremendous growth of this company has been absolutely incredible. And, they just go over some of the basics, right? So do you want more customers? Check. Yes, most businesses do. Do you want to keep your clients longer? Check. As far as the clients longer portion, what I love about what High Level does is that they have all these campaigns and everything else that you can set up to really maximize the nurturing of your leads. So like, let's just say, for example, you set up, a 3-step funnel. So it's got, hey, a little bit about me, we do a survey, and then we do like a thank you page with a calendar invite. So pieces in between there, if anything gets broken up, let's just say, for example, they fill out the survey, but they don't book the call. Or, maybe they book the call and then, they don't show up. So things of that nature, a lot of times, like, think about like if you have like cracks, a lot of times people will slip through the cracks and it's like, oh man, like that could have been a great lead or that could have been a great lead. What High Level allows you to do is you can be very specific to say, okay, if any of these scenarios happen, then what I want to have happen is this campaign's going to go out, or it's going to follow up like this, or they're going to get like an automatic voicemail, things of that nature. So it's very intuitive. As long as you're clear on what you want to build out, the system just works absolute wonders. And then do you want to scale your business? Really? So, we know as business owners, like being able to scale, that's the name of the game. And the ability to scale is really dependent upon the systems that are or are not in place. So if you've been considering, trying to scale your business, but you're just like, okay, trust me, and I've done this. You do the endless hours of research. Okay, well, what about this system or this system? But this system has this, but this system has this, or can it do this one? The beautiful part, I'll tell you right off the bat, is that High Level has probably 98% of everything that you want. And the 2% that you're not sure like really how to create, if it's not a native function in there now, they are so flexible when it comes to like customer feedback and just what the customers want, that they're more than happy to add that to the pipeline of things to create. Or B, if it's not apparent as far as how you can make something work, then there's always little back end tricks and hacks that you can put in there to ultimately achieve what the goal is that whatever the outcome is that you're looking to accomplish. And that's been a lot of personal testing. That's been going through this. That's having tried almost every system under the sun. But I can promise you they do a phenomenal job at it. Building the agency engine. So for you, for your business, whether you're an agency looking to start with this, or maybe an agency and then you're saying, hey, I want to join their high-level software. Again, this can also be white labeled, so they might be calling it a different name, but ultimately it really does allow you to capture your leads, to nurture them, and ultimately to close them. And that's the sales process just over and over, right? So we're going to connect with somebody, we're going to collect their information and convert them into a client, ideally. And a system like this really allows you to leverage all the pieces that your typical system doesn't, or having to have multiple systems in order for that to work. And then, yes, obviously, High Level is just a software that does allow you to do this, but also from the price perspective, which we'll get down to, here in a minute, is tremendously competitive, if not blows away the competition. All right, capturing new leads. So as you can see, they've got the picture here on the right. So you can turn a blank canvas, whether that's a website or a funnel, into a really clean looking landing page the same way, like let's just say, for example, lead pages or a ClickFunnels kind of deal. Or even like, programs like Kartra, like they have, landing pages you can put on there as well. So you can create a very high quality, very quick, throw it up there, very professional looking, and be able to capture all the relative details. So full website, funnels, landing pages, drag and drop surveys and forms. So if on your page, very specifically like they show here, hey, maybe there's a dentist and he's just trying to get more leads, get more people in the door, really basic text on the left and a very simple form on the right. And as soon as they capture that form information, now a campaign can go out, voicemails can go out, and all this follow-up, and then even a pipeline to say, okay, hey, here's a new lead that got generated. Let's make sure we follow up with them. And then you can really leverage your team where you're all working from one centralized system rather than things typically being spread out or all over the place. Nurture leads into customers. So there's a whole messaging platform where messages really can get, handed off to different people, different users, and you can pick straight up from a conversation, right? So like, let's just say I text you through the system, maybe you text me right back, and then I'm able to actually call you directly from the system too. And I can record those things for training purposes and just to see how that dialogue has really continued and escalated maybe from a brand new lead into a new client, right? And then I can see that whole entire transition and it says, okay, maybe they landed on this page, then they filled the survey, then they attended an event that we had, and then they clicked on this next page, they got like an order bump and an upsell, then we got them on a sales call, we were able to bring them into, whatever it is, a $5, $10, $15, $20,000 package. And it's cool because you can actually see all these pieces go along and at any time in the process really be able to understand where they stand so you know what the next steps are as a business owner, and it eliminates a ton of the guesswork. And there are multiple ways you can connect. So you can do Facebook Messenger, you can do emails, you can do SMS, you can do voicemail drops. And I know they are adding other methods of communication also as well. It does have fully automated booking. So from a calendar perspective, basically you can set up your calendar in the back end. It fully integrates with Gmail, and you can throw it out there. So if you're using, let's just say, Schedule Once or Acuity or Calendly or anything else of that nature, you basically are able to now create your calendar inside of High Level. And then it has a full calendar integration on the back end. You just send your link out, the person books. It basically transfers them inside the High Level program, and then you just continue with everything else. Go right back into texting them. You can send them automated reminders. You can send them follow-ups as soon as you're done and you get off that booked call. So tremendously powerful. And then it also has what's really cool, an artificial intelligence built in. So that can even take all of the appointment setting portion off to people that actually, rather than your sales team having to do that, you can even have a bot that's able to go into the back, pick up on those conversations and to finalize it. Hi, Sally. This is Robin from High Level. Are you available for a meeting later this week? Yes, I'd love to talk. Perfect. Would you pick a time on my calendar? I'm booking now. And then it goes ahead and it sends that. And that's it, right? Super simple, save you a ton of hours. And then it can go ahead and just do all this for you, which for me blew my mind because I had yet to see a system that was able to do that. The next piece, so it actually has a membership area, which I think is awesome. The membership, I will say, just honestly, where they stand right now as far as June 1st for 2021, it is something that they're building out to make way more robust. So if you're looking for solely a membership platform, it's very good at what it does. Obviously, there's other platforms that are nothing but dedicated to memberships, so they can do any and everything under the sun. I can't promise that High Level can do that right this second. However, it is certainly built out enough where you can still have a solid membership. You can still grant access to people once they get in there, once they purchase your program. And they are continuing to make it just bigger and better as they go. You do have unlimited number of courses that you can throw in there. You can make them free. You can make them paid. They do have full feature course management. So it'll do unlimited hosting. You can have unlimited users. So there really is no cap in terms of this membership area that you have on the back end. So again, it's just one price, full access to everything. And to throw that membership portion in there, I think is tremendously powerful because now you have another method, another way to be able to sell to your clients or even to help your clients be able to sell their products and their services. And so here it says close more deals. So this is a little mix between the calendar on the back end, the pipelines, and then in this front area, you got the dashboard. And the coolest part about the dashboard, again, I won't go too into it because I did do a whole other review on this, but ultimately to say, all right, as a business owner, what are my numbers? Like, what do those look like? How many leads do I have coming in? How many are still open? How many are closed? How many are lost? So from a percentage standpoint, I can easily look and be like, all right, cool. I've got a closing ratio of 35%. I've got 200,000 potentially in the pipeline. I was able to go ahead and close at least half of those or a third of those or, whatever the numbers are for you. And then you can look in just in an instant, be able to know, all right, here's where my business is at. Here's where I want to take it to, and all that's housed under this one system, and then everything connects and everything talks. So like, let's just say that somebody goes ahead and they book an appointment with you. Now on that dashboard, like you can have a couple automations in the back that's going to add somebody to that to be like, okay, new potential client, new potential amount of revenue that can be brought in, and all that happens without you having to do anything once you set it up. So it really allows you to leverage your time and even reduce a lot of the overhead that typically you'd probably pay to have somebody really track all this stuff for you. So it has all the analytics. You can definitely collect customer payments. It does have a Stripe integration with it. And then I think this is more, so this is a little bit of a recap. So really all the tools you need in one system, in one platform. You can white label the platform. So if you do want to go ahead and leverage their new SaaS model where you can actually sell this software like as your own, which obviously you can customize and do what you want with it, you have the ability to do that as well, which to me is tremendously powerful, because now you don't have to go out and create your own software. You don't have to make your own stuff up. You don't have to hire a development team. You don't have to pay these guys hundreds of thousands of dollars to like build out something customized and tailored for you, because it's already there, and they do it with the agency owner in mind. But ultimately, to you, even if you're just the business owner, they're always working on bigger, better ways to make this as efficient and easy for you to use as possible. And so these are, but they definitely take a lot of different pieces into account. So white label agency fulfillment services. All right, and then they really start getting into the white labeling portion of it. So like, let's just say you wanted to actually, again, provide your own software to your clientele. Ultimately, you can label this software whatever you want, whatever your business name is. You can put that on there. So as you bring your clients in and they really start to learn, what's your systems, what's your strategies, this winds up becoming just like a supporting foundation that allows that client to go ahead and execute what it is and the strategies that you would show them, right? So if you're doing, for example, lead generation and you're helping your clients out with that, leveraging this high level platform where you can build it out and be like, hey guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to generate, a number of leads for you. You're going to come into this back end system. We've already laid everything out from a pipeline aspect. So it's going to be, hey, here's all the leads. When you reach out, you're going to put them under, message sent. When you follow up, we're going to have a follow-up sent. So you can really customize and tailor the high-level system for your business to then leverage that as a tool and to be able to help your customers just maximize the results as quickly and as effectively as possible. So you do have the option to really white label that, call it your own, and make it part of you and your business. Award-winning support. I know that because they've been growing so rapidly, this is something that they're working on getting even faster at. I believe the idea is that they're going to have a full dedicated team that just simply does nothing but take support calls. Because obviously, one of the biggest challenges in terms of being a software company is that people want to know, like, hey, I got stuck here. How does this work? I don't get this. So they do have a ton of support as far as on the back end. There's an entire knowledge base that has videos that are constantly being added because they are also constantly growing the platform. So as new things come up, that's information that gets shared out. They do send what's called like a weekly roundup. They do have weekly meetings that you can always hop on if you want to just come ask questions. And believe it or not, the CEO, the founders, all the admin guys, they actually hop on some of these calls during the week to go over, and they want to hear from the clients, they want to hear from the customers and be like, hey, what did you experience? Or here's what's on our map, or here's what's projected. What's the challenges? How can we overcome those? And I know that the support area, especially just from like a how-to or tickets and everything, is something that they're definitely stepping their game up for 2021, because that's a big thing, right? We want to make sure, hey, I'm sitting here trying to build a business. If I get stuck there, do I have the support? So the answer is that they will fully have your back to make sure that they're able to stay on top of all these things as they come in. So just a little bit, join the movement. So, really everybody in this community is phenomenal. Different communities, I think, have sort of like a different vibe, and just kind of depending on who's there, how long they've been around, and what they get known for. And the one thing I will say, leadership, the speed of the leader always defines the speed of the pack, right? And the two guys in here, Robin and Sean, and I think there may have even been one or two other co-founders, but these two guys are phenomenal. They're just they're down to earth. They're good dudes, more than willing to hop in at a moment's notice to really help you out. Make sure you understand this, because our success is their success, right? So the one thing I will say, even in the community, like even the people in there are just totally cool, down to earth. They want to see you succeed. Anyone that throws out a question, the community's always there to really help you out. So if you're kind of teetering back and forth, hey, is this worth it? Should I get it? Should I not get it? Just for the community alone, that part to me is very, very helpful, because you can throw something out and people are on it, man. They want to see you win. And here's the other biggest piece. Ultimately, if it comes down to a matter of price for you and you're just trying to figure all this out, like if you go down each one of these tools, and this is all pretty realistic, you have the email marketing. Typically anywhere else, it can cost $100 a month or more. Texting by itself, sales funnels, a website builder, call tracking, surveys and forms, booking and appointments, CRM and pipeline management, white label desktop app, tracking and analytics, courses and products, reputation management. Like when you really add all those things up, which a lot of companies, and even people that I've worked with, people that, have come into our business, they say, hey, well, okay, I've got one software for this, one for this, one for this. And yeah, they're probably roughly spending like at least $300, if not more. Some go on like the cheaper end of the program. So you say, okay, well, is it worth me spending $297 per month, or even the $97 per month? I'd say, if all prices considered equal, just the fact that you can have everything under one roof, hands down. But even if, if this is a little bit more than what you're typically spending, and there's different products, there's different services, you can work with different agencies, which also will now have different pricing, just kind of depending on what they offer, what they don't offer, and how they differentiate themselves. Ultimately, for me, it was a no-brainer because it just makes it so simple to come in, have this one solid overhead cost that I know everything is getting handled and taken care of in here, and I'm good to roll. So I don't have to worry about, okay, I've got this bill over here, I've got this bill over here, and just keep everything under one roof. So they got a couple different options to buy. And then from a pricing standpoint, so if you are from an agency aspect, one thing I will say is that I know this initially was designed only for agency owners. So if you were not an agency, they actually were not allowing you to get in and to start using the software. So you had to be an agency in order to purchase it. And then from there, you were able to start taking on clienteles, so on and so forth. I think that may have opened up and been a bit more lax. So if you are a business owner and you do want to get up and running with this, there's one of a couple different ways you can do it. You can either go obviously straight to high level and you pay the $97 a month. There are agencies like ours where you can reach out to us and be like, hey, Brendan, I want to get started with high level. I'm not quite sure where to get started. Awesome. And if that's the case, I'm more than happy to get you up and running. Even just do a brainstorm session so I can, really see where's your business at, where do you want to take it, what's going to be a good fit, how do you want to use and leverage the software, and we can go from there. But you really have two options. You can come in at $97 a month. If you go straight through high level, you can do $297 a month. The $97 essentially gets you one location. So you have your one location, which really houses everything. If you feel like you would need multiple locations, and there's a couple reasons why you may want multiple, not only if you're going to basically be an agency and have other, customers below you, but there's a couple of things in the system where you can leverage multiple locations to really provide additional service or just to build out really cool stuff. So it's called snapshots, and I won't get too heavy into the techie stuff right here on this particular video, but I'll shoot a couple other videos to show you how you can leverage snapshots into multiple locations, so you can really stack the value when you go to sell something to your client, for example. So you have the $297 is pretty much unlimited sub accounts. They do have a desktop app. So you have your regular desktop app. You also have a cell phone app. So that cell phone app can actually be used with any of these programs or any of these products that tiers that you come in on for the pricing. And then if you really want to go full gorilla, you can do $497, and that's also, I believe, going to get you. And I think they may have tweaked it a little bit recently, but ultimately they'll get you a Zapier that's custom zapped, a couple requirements that you have to go through, and then I believe the mobile app will be fully customized for you specifically. So rather than using the generic mobile app that you can send to your clients for them to get access to the high level account or whatever your white labeled account is, they'll actually go ahead and brand your mobile app for the $497. So that is the overall just as far as the pricing. Like I mentioned, they do have this SAS program that just came out. I believe that one is also $497 a month. So as they begin to release that a little bit more and go into more details, it's relatively new. They actually just got this rollout, I think, within the past 2 weeks. So they'll be, I'm sure, putting more of that on the landing page. I'll be happy to do a few more demos on that as far as the video. What does that include? How does it work? We actually just internally as a team upgraded to the SaaS model, so we're just setting everything up just to make sure that it's as flawless as possible. But it's going to help save with just a ton of time. It's going to get people straight into the software. It'll get them on automatic billing. So there's going to be a lot of benefits that'll be really cool just to see really how that transcends as they continue to grow this and build this out. And then obviously, as with any good company, they've got a ton of testimonials. So guys from all over. Ladies, Christine Seal, I know she's known as the high level queen. A couple other people in here that have just totally rocked it out. And then they've got some of their main integrations as far as companies that they connect with, which they're always building this out, having more integrations, more options, and things of that nature. So guys, that is my overall take on the high level system. Hopefully you found this useful. Do me a favor, if you like this video, please go ahead, click the like and the subscribe sitting somewhere in this video, because it definitely helps out the channel. Also, I do have a link if you are looking to go ahead and get started with High Level. There is an affiliate link below. It doesn't cost you anything, but they do give us a little bit of a commission on that. No extra cost to you, but it also does support the channel as well. So that'd be great if you could help us out with that. Plus, I also do give additional bonuses for anyone that signs up with my link below. So also see that in the descriptions. It'll show you exactly what you get. We do some of the pre-build out funnels and a couple other really cool things that you can definitely take advantage of and implement immediately. If you are at all curious about starting on High Level, you're not quite sure what you're doing, or maybe you've been doing High Level for a little while, or maybe you're a pro at it and just want to learn some extra things, I'm more than happy to hop on a quick call with you. So I also do have a link below there as well. Feel free to go ahead, hop on my calendar, find a time that works best for you, and yeah, we can see exactly what it is you want to map out, what does that look like, and we can get you up and running. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.